I joined Profit Singularity about 6 to 7 weeks ago. I've been able to hit my $1,000 and $2,000 days, and last week I hit about $13,000. So it's completely unbelievable. And just to give you a little perspective, $2,000 is 3 months' salary here in India. The first day I hit about 180% ROI. I was like, this is it. I bumped the budget. I bumped the budget from 100 to 300, I think, and I went to $2,000 in one day. Unbelievable. I was refreshing and I was seeing the sale every 5 minutes. Pretty unbelievable. I'm so grateful you guys shared this thing with us.
All right, hey everyone. So welcome here today. We've got Bhasit here, and Bhasit's a new member of the Profit Singularity, and he's been absolutely just blowing up the results so far. So for everyone who doesn't know you, Bhasit, do you just want to give a brief introduction of yourself? You know, who you are, where you're from, what your journey's been like so far, and then how you've been progressing with the Profit Singularity course.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everybody. My name is Bhasit. I'm from India. I'm 21 years old. And I joined Profit Singularity about 6 to 7 weeks ago. So before joining Profit Singularity, I didn't have any crazy results with my business. I had been trying different business models and stuff, and I never had really big success. So within 6 weeks, I've been able to hit my $1,000 and $2,000 days. And last week I hit about $13,000. And all of this was about with 100 to 200% ROI. So it's pretty insane. Like, this is the best thing I've ever had so far, and I'm so glad I joined the course.
Yeah. I mean, your results have been inspiring. You've been sending me photos in the Instagram DMs, and just seeing you go from zero to, hitting not only just like 2,000 plus days, but also with like 200% ROI. So how did it just take me back? Because I remember when I first hit my sort of breakthrough, I remember when I hit my first $100 day, I was like so psyched and stuff. So for you want to just take me through like the emotional high of not only hitting your first like $100 day, but then onto like making, like, what was your highest like profit in a single day?
My highest profit was about 1644 USD, and I spent about $300. So that was about 537% ROI. And I'll take you through the journey. So basically, I launched my first ad, and that was a product on MaxWeb. So that didn't do really well. I was barely breaking even, but I still saw that I got my sales. So if I'm breaking even, then I can get into profit as well. So just need to test more stuff, just like you said. So then I tried another product on ClickBank. I was testing products, and the first day I hit about 180% ROI. I was like, this is it. I bumped the budget. I bumped the budget from 100 to 300, I think, and I went to $2,000 in one day. It was unbelievable. I was refreshing and I was seeing the sale every 5 minutes. So it's completely unbelievable. And just to give you a little perspective, $2,000 is like 3 months' salary here in India.
Yeah, I can imagine how
that much in a day. It's pretty unbelievable. I can't express it that well. So after that, I kept bumping the budget. I bumped it up to 700. The ROI wasn't so crazy, but it was still like 200%, and I kept hitting $2,000 days pretty consistently. I kind of ran out of cash. So last week I've been running at 700, and I've been making 2,000 consistent. So pretty stable, 190% ROI.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think it'll be cool to jump into like your background a little bit. So like you're only young. You're like, I just turned 23 and you're 21. So I remember I started back then when I was younger as well. So run me through the process of you sort of figuring like, did you work like a regular job, and then what sort of got you interested in like online marketing, and just a little bit of that like story and journey, I think would be pretty interesting as well.
Yeah, sure. So I started my entrepreneurial journey around second year of college, right? So that was like 3 years ago. I started with a publishing business model, but that is very low ticket and stuff, and you can't possibly make as close to so much money. I had a little bit of success with that, and then I moved forward to. I somehow got to know of your course. That was like overnight freedom about 2 or 3 years ago, right? And I got that. Surprisingly enough, I had a mentorship with Chris as well. we and I did decently fine. I did like $700-800 days. Got a little bit of ad account suspensions, and then I just gave up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was. I never thought I would come back again in a year, and I basically gave up. In the next year, in the last year, I've been spending time finding other stuff what I can do. But I realized that this is the best thing. There's possibly no better business model, and so you guys launched Profit Singularity. I got into that, and I was like, I will not give up this time, no matter what. I know the system works. It was my fault the last time that my belief system, I didn't believe it would work. So also because here in India, it was making so much money, it also seems kind of unbelievable. There are not so many people making too much money. So there's a big, the belief system. Basically.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, for some people, like seeing like these massive numbers, it's like they think, oh, like I can't achieve that, or that's like, so that's why belief system is such a huge part of it as well. And especially considering, where you're from, like the amount of money that you've generated in a day, as you said, is like multiple months salary, and you've done it in like a day. And like you just woke up and just all you're doing is just like pushing some buttons, refreshing your screen, and just seeing, $2,000 USD profit right there. So have you told any of your like friends or family or anything about your success?
Yeah, I told some of my friends, and they were like, absolutely, they went crazy. Like, really? I showed them the screenshot, and they was like absolutely insane. And I told my mom, she didn't believe me at first. She told me, when you get the money in your bank account, then you tell me.
Yeah. That's what, well, I mean, when I had my first big breakthrough as well, that's what my parents said as well. Because just especially for people that aren't in like the online space, like considering, we know people that do like $2,000 in like a month is like a regular salary, sort of where I'm from. And then to say, oh, I just made that like in a day, or I've made like double that in a day, they just can't comprehend how insane that is,
Yeah.
So so you've gone through all other business models and stuff, and you realize that like affiliate marketing was like the one. What made you, you've tried other business models. What was like your thought process jumping into like another like course, especially considering this one's like high ticket? What was your process of being like, all right, I'm going to actually take the plunge and, give this all I've got?
Yeah. So basically, I never wanted to do a job, and knew basically businesses are the way. I want that life of passive income and stuff. And I want a little bit of time freedom and financial freedom as well. So I definitely knew I had to go the business route, and I've been doing for the last couple of years, not at a very big scale, but at least I had a salary replacing level for India from Indian standards. So so I was pretty confident that something's gonna work. Before this I tried e-com as well. So comparing this and that, it's so different. It's e-com is so much. How do I say? It's so much harder, and so much, there's customer service, and there's logistics and shipping and stuff. It's so much stuff, so many moving elements which you have to master, right? And still the margins are so much lower.
Yeah. So coming from like an e-com background where it's like, first of all, you have to find a winning product. You have to source a winning product from like a proper supplier. You have to, do the customer support. You have to run the ads. You have the cost of goods. So it's like so many more complexities added on.
So many more complexities, and very hard to get started with that. And this is like 10 times easier, and you make 10 times money more.
Yes, exactly. And then with this business model, it's like, for your example, you just look on the networks and you see, hey, what's the top offer? So there's no product testing. No. It's just strictly, running the traffic and just getting the money, just, and also the ROI is insane compared to, you don't have to factor in cost of goods, customer service, any of that.
Nothing, yeah. And your payments don't go on hold and stuff. It's you get the payment easily, and everything's great about this. There's nothing. This is the best thing.
Yeah, exactly. So you've made like $2,000 a day, and that's gonna continue coming through. So what are you like looking forward to the most out of life now as well?
I'm actually having fun exploring my freedom right now. I'm enjoying my time with my brother, and yeah, he's like 3-4 years younger to me, so we enjoy spending time together. We play some games, and I like going outside. Uh, yeah, so exploring places, definitely that's on my list. I want to come to Bali soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
That's the dream, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome to meet everyone there. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
So tell us your time frame again of,
Yeah.
as soon as you started running ads to then hitting like $2,000 profit in a day. Like, give us, what was that time frame again?
Yeah, exactly. So the course started, I think, like 6 to 7 weeks ago, and I pretty religiously just watched the videos without skipping anything or stuff, and I just followed what you guys said. Nothing special, just to the point. What you guys said, and honestly, I wasn't even fully focusing on the course. This was not 100% of my attention. I was still doing a little bit of e-com, and I was still having some issues with the family and stuff. I had to go to some places. It would be some very few limited hours. I just followed all of your advice, rewrote the scripts. That's the main thing. I wrote like 6, 7 scripts. I tested the videos. One of them worked, and I think it's like anyone can do this. It's that simple. You just need the dedication, the commitment to go through. That's it.
Yeah.
For the timeline part, I think I launched my first ad in the 4th week. That didn't take off. I rewrote the script a couple of times, launched a few more ads in the 5th week. That took off. So
Yeah.
maybe I was lucky. I don't know, but I think I'm starting to get a hang of the process.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we always discuss as well. It's like split testing is very important, but when you find that winner, you just need that one video to be making you like $2,000 plus a day.
Exactly.
And plus you're going to be scaling up to like 10K. You said your goal is 10K in a day. And I think that's just around the corner. But considering you do have the cash flow limitations and stuff, I'm sure that is just around the corner. But at the end of the day, spending $700 to make 2,000 is definitely a comfortable position to be in while you sort out your cash flow on the back end.
Yeah.
To yourself, just before you bought the course, what advice would you give yourself? And also what advice would you give some other people that, are contemplating jumping into the course, or they've already jumped into the course, they're going through the process, maybe they've launched a couple ads, haven't had success. Like, what would your advice be to that person there?
So for the people who haven't jumped in, I would like to say that I have myself tried a lot of business models, and there is nothing close to this. It's literally the best opportunity you'll ever see. I just jump into it and take action. That's the thing. And for people who haven't had success yet, I would say when you don't have a success for a long time, you start doubting the system, right? And first of all, don't doubt that. Whatever is going wrong from your end. There's something wrong with your funnel, with your ad. That's why it's not working, because the system 100% works. It works. There's no doubt about it. And it's the belief system, and it's a matter of time and effort. You just have to put in enough effort. You have to earn your stripes, basically, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like earn your stripes. Yeah, that's a good saying.
Right.
I remember when I first started getting into like the entrepreneur journey, I visualized it as like, the system works. That's the biggest thing, like having belief in the system, and then knowing that no matter what you do, even if you fail, it's just a matter of time before you have your big breakthrough. And people's breakthroughs come at heaps different stages. Your breakthrough was within like 2 weeks of running ads, but others it can take a little bit more time. And the biggest like mindset thing that I used to tell myself, and I like to tell everyone else as well, is like, use your failures as stepping stones to success. Because when you know that your success is like right there, it's only a matter of time by taking that action, staying laser focused and never giving up, that you're inevitably going to achieve that success. As long as you just keep taking the action, you keep testing, you keep launching ads, it's just a matter of time before you really hone in your skills and crack into that one that is going to be the winner, that's going to bring you
Yeah.
crazy amounts of like ROI and profit as well. Have you been testing other ads and launching some other stuff? Or have you just been sort of relaxing and
yeah, honestly, the last 3-4 days I haven't been doing too much, but yeah, I'm starting to get my payments from ClickBank, so I'm looking to watch. Launch some more ads. Yeah.
did you show your mom the payments yet?
Yeah, I showed her the payments.
And she believed it?
That's pretty unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it can be pretty crazy as well, considering, I mean, you're in India, right? So like the payment that you got paid out is probably like, I know for me, like when I'm making more money than like my parents and my friends' parents, and they've just got university degrees and they're making like what you can make in like a week. It's sort of like surreal to actually say like, I just did like, $2,000 in a day profit, and they're all just kind of like what? and as you said, you're just sort of relaxing on your computer, playing with your brother and going outside.
Yeah. I texted you and you told me to like, you can, you were like, this is the goal, right?
Yeah. Cause you were like,
I realized, it's okay if couple of days I can enjoy the couple of days and enjoy this freedom sort of feeling.
Yeah. Cause with other business models, right? Like e-commerce and all that sort of stuff, there's so many, even SMMA and all these other business models that I'm sure I've tried heaps, you've tried heaps, everyone's tried so many business models. Yeah. It's like you're constantly like feeling like there's just so much stuff, an overwhelming amount of stuff to do. And like even on e-commerce, if you're doing like 1,000, 2,000 plus a day, you're answering customer support emails, you're like processing refunds, you're doing all this stuff, you're testing a bunch of random offers to like, because it's just going to drop off pretty soon. Where with this, a lot of people find when they come from another business model, they're like, I just launched some ads and now I'm just sitting back. Like all I do is like open Google and I check my stats and I'm making like, as you said, just refreshing your screen. And you actually can sometimes feel like, hey, I should be doing more, but there's nothing really to do when your ad's just producing you that much money every day by itself.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Another thing to dive deep into is like everyone's sort of got their why. So we discussed it a little bit. Yours was like time, passive income, but do you have any, like for my why, it was like first, like you said, we're the same, we're similar ages. We have the same sort of why. Like we don't want to go into the workforce. We don't want to have a job. We want to have that passive time and the freedom to make a lot of money. So, but also I had like a deeper why as well of like helping my family out, helping my parents and stuff. So do you have any other, deeper whys as to like why you were so motivated, considering you had tried a lot of other business models that did fail, that actually kept you pushing towards that direction?
Yeah. So basically when I started my first year of college, my father passed away. Yeah. And that was financially a very big hit too. So, I had to
hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to do, I started trying ways to make money then. And that's how it started basically. So to support my family financially. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're very grateful for you now and like the decisions you took, because at the end of the day, it just has to be that one like member of the family that really strives towards achieving something. And not only can you help your family financially as well once you keep going and bringing in, because the amount of money you're bringing in like India is like ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
On to like just being able to show your family and your friends as well that like, hey, there's other ways that you can like live your life of freedom and abundance. And for a lot of people, like I know a lot of people that I know personally, like people can never even comprehend being able to do that until they see someone else go out there and actually achieve that for themselves. And then they start to think, this is something that they can really do.
I mean, if I would have told them about the course, they probably wouldn't have believed it. I showed them my own screenshot. Now they believe it. And now they're trying to, now they want to do it as well.
Yeah.
I think in a couple of weeks, I should be able to touch 5K.
Yeah, definitely. I think you definitely will be as well. And I look forward to seeing that screenshot as well from you, bro. I'm so happy to like be on an interview with you because I was in the exact position. So before I had like my breakthrough, it was like stressful, like going through uni, working like cleaning dishes in a coffee shop, like knowing like I'm going to have success, but it's not coming. And then the day that it happens, like for your case, you just hit that. What did you say again? $300 and made like.
I spent $312. 312 and I made 1644 profit.
164. Yeah. So what's that? It's like 1.3K profit.
No, that's a 1.6K profit.
1.6K.
The total revenue was around 2000. Yeah.
2000. Yeah. Geez, man. Yeah. Like it can literally happen like overnight, right? Like for you, it just happened overnight. Of course, there's some road bumps and speed bumps in the way, testing and stuff, but it really just takes that one video before like, your life is basically changed.
Yeah. It changes your mindset, changes your beliefs.
Yeah. And then once you hit it, like if I can do $1,000, $2,000 profit, all I need to do is like double that to hit 4,000, double that to hit 8,000 profit.
Yeah, and that is changing digits in the Google Ads.
Exactly. Compared to other business models like Facebook and stuff where it's like stressful, there's forces out of your control, all these complex testing strategies and stuff. Compared to this, it's just like, all right, launch the ad. If it's profitable, scale it up.
Yeah, I mean, I've experienced with the Facebook thing as well. This is so much easier. This is easier than Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no ad account shutdowns. There's no unnecessary stress. Right. And
exactly.
I'm so grateful you guys shared this thing with us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's awesome. Especially considering you, like we've been discussing on Instagram for quite some time, and for you to reach out and be like, yo, I just hit this massive day. I was like, dude, that is like insane. Like it's honestly crazy to see. All right, cool. So before we finish off here, do you have any mindset stuff or anything that you would want to tell like other people just to give them some value and keep them motivated and inspired and keep them pushing so they can like see the success that you've also had?
Yeah, again, so it basically boils down to what Gary says: massive action, laser focus, never give up. That's the big thing. And also, like you say, like every failure is a stepping stone to success. There are no roadblocks. There are just speed bumps. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't think it can happen until you believe. You need to believe you can hit 1K a day, and then you can hit 1K a day.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen without the belief.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I do is when I feel like giving up, I just talk to myself. I talk to myself and say that, have you given it your 100% yet? And I always get the answer no. I haven't given my 100%. So I need to do that first, right?
Yeah.
And then when I give my 100%, it goes through. Yeah.
Exactly. Self-motivation and self affirmations and stuff as well.
You just have to follow the program word for word. You don't have to use your own brain anywhere. Like just follow it, man. It's that easy.
Yeah. And for everyone watching, I mean, it's pretty crazy for us to be discussing like, for some people, $2,000 is like insane amount. And then for us to be saying like, it's that easy. But I mean, at the end of the day, as you've seen, like the words came out of your mouth, like it's pretty, it's very simple compared to other stuff, like super simple, but there are little complexities. But at the end of the day, like you can overcome them and it's just a matter of time, as you say.
This is the easiest way to make 2K a day. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that as well. And then when you make it like 10K, you can be like, this is the easiest way to make 10K.
10K. Yeah.
Well, yeah, sweet, man. Well, it's been a great interview, and it's been awesome to jump on here and connect with you personally because we've been discussing through Instagram for some time. So it's awesome to finally jump on here and talk face to face, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing your success in the future.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much.
All right, sweet, bro. No worries.